Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Raw recap with your host, ShowtimeShootz. In today's episode of the Raw recap, we are covering the March 31st edition of Monday Night Raw. So, let's talk about it.
Showtime shot this.
So, with the first segment of the night, we are breaking down 4 different segments of what happened. We're breaking down the Cody and Cena segment, the Jimmy Uso versus Gunther match, the Braun Breaker and Penta versus Dominic and Finn match, the Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky match. Those, three things we're covering today. So, let's get to the first topic of the night, the first segment that opened up the show, Cody Rhodes and John freaking Cena. John Cena came out and said, I'm not just gonna cut a promo on you. I'm gonna bury you. He's gonna bury him on live television. And that's exactly what he did. These two went back and forth. Cody got called a Nepo baby. Oh my gosh. Even though I'm Team Cody, it's just like, it's John Cena. You can't win a promo battle against John fucking Cena. He's gonna cook you. And that's exactly what he did. He said he doesn't bury talent. He is talent. He buries mediocrity. He says Cody Rhodes is mediocre. He's a custom superstar that mixes himself with everyone else and finds himself in a perfect superstar. You're too perfect, Cody. And I said, wow. He says, what else did John Cena say? John Cena said, I build empires for billionaires, while you just sell merch to their kids, something like that. I was like, damn. While you make money off their kids. I said, damn. That is insane. So, in my Raw recap, I break them down by recap of the segment, my thoughts on the segment, which is A, and what I think is next. So, I give y'all basic recap of what happened on the segment, so let's go to my thoughts. I said, these two are the hardest white boys on the mic. Cena still won. Cody didn't really say much that Cena hasn't heard already. Like, he didn't say, like, he got some cheap pops. Like, he called John Cena a piece of shit. And that got a little pop. He said, you got more dick in your promo than you have in your jorts. That's just another, that was just a pop. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot what he said something very harsh in the third level. I forgot what it was. But yeah, Cody said things, but John Cena, he handled it with very much, I'm going to fucking bury you, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to walk out, and I'm going to win. But after that happened, Cody Rhodes hit him with a crossroads. Right after when John Cena was about to leave the ring, Cody said, wait, John, before you go, never, ever has I come across a crowd that will say, I can't wrestle. Something like that. I said, wow. Cena comes back in the ring. He says, I'm not going to deal with this prick. And then he comes, throws a punch at Cody. Cody reverses, crossroads. John Cena laid out dead on the floor like this. I'm like, Now, Cena does not have any scheduled appearances for the next 3 weeks. So, I don't know if he's going to make a random appearance, but I did say what's next for my Raw recap. I said, I'm assuming Cody Rhodes cuts promos until Mania with one final boss appearance by The Rock. Honestly, if The Rock shows up a week before Mania, that'd be cool. Or the week of Mania, that'd be cool. But we don't know. Rock is a busy man. We'll have to wait and see. But moving on to our next segment here, ladies and gentlemen, we had the Jimmy Uso versus Gunther match. This man, Gunther, deserves jail time. Gunther, you deserve jail time. A lot of it. Because what? This man, so for my recap, I put good back and forth. The Gunther takes over before the commercial break, and then he continued to take over after the commercial break. He destroyed, demolished, and brutalized Jimmy Uso in front of Jay. Whew. My thoughts, like I said, Gunther destroyed Jimmy. Jimmy will play a big contribution into this feud because Jimmy Uso is about to save this fucking feud. Here's why. This Jay Uso and Gunther feud has been missing something. I don't know what it is. It was just missing a lot of shit. So I was just like, damn, like what the fuck are they gonna do? So Jimmy comes back in the fray and says, "You've been a meme all week. You've been a meme all week. Da 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 da. You can't beat him." And then next week he gets beats by Gunther. Jimmy faces Gunther the week after, gets his ass whooped. Gunther licked Jimmy's blood and spat out that shit, and then zip tied Jay Uso to the rope and watched him as he demolishes Jimmy Uso on live television. Chokes him out and says, "You want this title? Prove it. You want this title?" He kept nagging at Jay, and then Jay said, "I'm gonna kill you." I said, "Oh my gosh." That's some crazy shit, I'm not gonna lie. But what's next? Jimmy got absolutely demolished. Now I can get behind this feud. Now I can fully invest myself and sit here and can't wait to see what happens next week on Raw for this match, or for this storyline between Jay Uso and Gunther. Obviously, we already know Jay's walking out of WrestleMania champion. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. He's walking out champ, and it's that easy. I don't know what to say. But moving on, Braun Breaker and Penta versus Dominic Mysterio and Win Balor. I call him Win Balor because Judgment Day picked up the win in this match. It was an alright match in my opinion. And then this Penta thing where Braun Breaker speared Penta and then cost them the match. This could play in a big storyline, but at WrestleMania, I still want to see a 6-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Please, Triple H. Please. Also, side note, Finn Balor and Dominic got some little beef going on in Judgment Day. So that might be a thing where he gets backstabbed or something happens where Finn get kicked out of Judgment Day, or someone comes back, or somebody new takes over as a new group member. Who knows? I don't know. But moving on to our last segment of the Raw recap, we had Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the World Women's Championship. This match ended up in a double disqualification due to the fact that Bianca got hit twice by a big boot by a big boot by Rhea and a drop kick by Io, and they counted it as a double disqualification because Bianca was special guest referee, so she disqualified both of them. And Io Sky basically is still your champion. So this match was pretty good, and honestly, it was fucking hilarious. So let's not get that twisted. It was fucking hilarious. Rhea Ripley destroyed Io and Bianca at the end of the match. Super, what's that shit called? What's that move called? Super riptide off the middle rope from Rhea to Io. Destroyed both of them, and then left them both laying on the ground. Now, for what I think was next, Since Rhea attacked both Io and Bianca, this sets up a triple threat match at Mania for night 1. Not night 2. Charlotte and Tiffany could have night 2. Let the girls have their triple threat match. But honestly, I don't know who walks away champion for this Women's World Championship, but we'll just have to wait and see. Next week, I got my podcast episode. We'll be back in the studio. We're going to talk about my WrestleMania predictions in a separate video, and then we're going to do my podcast predictions, which is going to be my final predictions for Mania. Hopefully the card is done by then, so we can talk about it. But thank you all for stopping by on this Raw recap. I will see you all for the SmackDown recap on Saturday. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you guys are new. Leave a like, leave a comment. Continue to support this channel. And if you made it far in this video, you're a real ass nigga. You're a real ass nigga. But anyways, ShowtimeShootz signing off. Later.
ShowtimeShootz signing off.